Young floats it, end zone, McMillan, his first NFL touchdown!
Yeah, Bit Dubs Carolina against Bit D, the Dallas Cowboys. We took it to them yesterday. It wasn't like we took them behind the woodshed and, you know, ran up the score on them. But the Carolina Panthers, we hung in offensively with the #1 offensive team that came in last week. And that was the Dallas Cowboys. They still been #1 in offense despite CeeDee Lamb going down a few weeks ago. Dak himself has been playing like an MVP candidate, and I can't take that from him. He's been out there balling. He's been keeping them the Cowboys in games that, you know, most people would think that they would get blown out in, because after trading Michael Parsons, everybody was kind of down on the Dallas defense, except for Jerry Jones, which happy birthday, Jerry Jones. The Panthers gave you a L to go back to Dallas with for your birthday. Hope you enjoy that. But Jerry Jones was still high on his defense after trading away Michael Parsons, and a move that everybody was shocked about. But hey, it is what it is. Dallas defense has been looking vulnerable for every week since they got rid of Micah. It's just the offense been holding steady, and that's with Dak behind the center. And the Panthers, they not, you know, that great offensively. You know, we have our struggles with our little miniature quarterback that we have. But Bryce, I'm not going to, you know, put him down today. He at least did what we needed him to do. He kept the turnovers down. I said in my previous video, if Bryce was going to have turnover games, back-to-back turnovers like he did to start off that game against Miami, against, you know, a good team such as the Cowboys or the Eagles, we weren't going to be able to come back from that. Bryce did have a turnover, but that turnover in particular wasn't on him. It literally went through T-Mac's hands. And T-Mac, you know, that's a rookie mistake. He got to be able to bring those in. But he shows he has a good, like, tendency to try to catch the balls with, like, his hands. And that's what you kind of need out of a wide receiver. He's going to be a superstar in the future. I can see it. And speaking of, he got his first NFL touchdown yesterday. Matter of fact, first 2 NFL touchdowns in the same game. And, hey, you can't be more excited about that. Rico, we cannot forget about Rico once again. Rico once again went over 200 yards, 200 scrimmage yards. Rico is on a tear. He told us last week, he told the Dallas Cowboys to buckle up. And I thought he was just talking. I mean, I don't know if Rico still got some animosity or something towards Dallas because, you know, they didn't want to pay him, you know, some extra few million to stay around. And they went and got Javonte Williams for a few million less. Rico came up in there and showed you why you should have probably kept him. Maybe. Carolina seemed like they're running some great, like, design runs and plays for Rico ever since he's been in the backfield these past 2 weeks. When Chuba come back, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to have Rico continue to start and have Chuba, you know, coming back him up and just have him alternate. I'm really hoping that it just pans out to be like a double trouble type of situation when we got 2 1,000-yard rushers and as running backs, you know, taking their turns, destroying the defense. The Panthers did exactly what they needed to do. Offensively, I didn't think that we was going to be able to keep up, but we did. Defensively, we hung in there with the Cowboys. We got some timely stops when we needed those stops. And, you know, it got the ball back in our hand till we was able to go down there and get that game-winning field goal by Ryan Fitzgerald. And Ryan Fitzgerald been on a tear himself all year. I want to say maybe he's 9 of 10 out of all field goals that he's made this year. He's been money. He hit a 55-yarder yesterday, he's been money. And it was windy yesterday. The climates, you know, it didn't matter to him. Bryce made some crucial plays down the stretch. He connected on a 4th and 4 to Hunter Renfro when we was making that game-winning, you know, drive. And you can't really ask for much more. Like I say, he didn't, like, in my eyes, he didn't really technically have a turnover. I mean, he did, you know, according to the box score, but he wasn't supposed to have that. If T-Mac hung on to that ball, Bryce probably wouldn't have had that turnover, and Bryce would have probably had a complete game. I want to say his passer rating was like a 115, and that's pretty good. And so it's just something that we got to continue to build on, y'all. We could be happy about this win because we beat the Dallas Cowboys, and Lord knows, I take such great pride in the Panthers beating the Dallas Cowboys. That's, you know, the Cowboys, you know, hold like a big weight, you know, in my childhood, in my family. I got a lot of relatives, you know, who are in love with the Cowboys. My father is a Cowboy fan, so just imagine growing up and watching football with your father, and me being a Panthers fan. You know, it's just a lot of, you know, a lot of banter, little competitive banter. You know, how about them Cowboys? And you know, me and my brother, you know, we joke around with my father, and it's a nice thing. And I take pride in us, you know, beating them this week. And I believe last year we didn't come out on top against the Cowboys, so we taking some steps in the right direction. And so y'all get down in the comment section, let me know what y'all felt about this game, and tell me some of your pros and cons about, you know, what you're saying in the game. Like the video, share the video, and let's get prepared to take on the Jets this week. Peace, y'all.